Hi, this is Sally, and welcome to Heart of a Soul. I want to start all my videos by thanking everybody for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. This means a lot to me, and it feels good knowing that I have your guys' support. Now, I always like to jump right into the topic because it's usually something that I had a realization about or something that I'm going through at the current moment. And for me, the last couple of weeks, I've really had to lean on my faith and find patience with myself. Now, you might ask yourself, how do you have faith in something that you can't see or that you can't touch or feel? And especially when we're feeling like in the lowest of lows, we're depressed and we're tired and we're discouraged and we feel lonely. Now for me, when I found myself in that place, my faith was all I had. That was nothing left to turn to but that. And one day I called out and I said, God, I don't know who you are, where you are, what you are, but I'm here, so you have to be real. And that's when I started on believing that I was meant for more than my current situation at that time. I knew that I deserved better. And I didn't know what that looked like. I didn't know how it was going to happen, but I could feel it in my heart and in my soul and in my stomach that it's something that needed to be done. I had 4 kids, no job, no money, no real moral support. So all I had was my faith and the belief in myself and that everything was going to work out. And it did. I got to go to school. I got to take care of my kids, work part-time, get started on my career. And I lost 40 pounds. And even though I had to give up what I thought was going to be my family, I was okay with that because I was able to, I was free to follow my heart. And I didn't have to ask permission from anybody anymore. And it took 8 years to get to where I'm at. And I've had a few setbacks and I've had detours, but I always kept my eye on knowing that my dreams were bigger than my current situation. And it's good to have goals, right? And a plan to achieve those goals. But we have to remember to stay flexible because life still happens, right? Our kids get sick, our car breaks down, or things just happen, and it's not the end all. You know, sometimes we start to believe that if things didn't work out, that maybe it wasn't meant to be. But most of the time it's just life and the things that happen, and it's how we overcome them to better prepare ourselves for what's next to come, right? Because if if we can't handle like a flat tire, like how are we supposed to handle the rest of life? How are we supposed to, get that job? How are we supposed to get through school and raise our children if we can't get through just everyday things? And I really believe that it's those things that even something as simple as getting a new tire is to prepare us for what's to come next. And my journey has been like this hike that I took the 4th of July of 2019. Okay, so when I started on the hike, I was like, oh my God, this is gonna take forever. I'm out here alone. It's hot. Did I bring enough water? What if something happens? And my anxiety started to kick in. And I was like, what if I pass out here, and I'm by myself? But I kept pushing forward. And that's really what that 8 years was like. I felt like I was doing it by myself, questioning it myself every step of the way. Am I ready for this? Am I prepared for this? But I kept pushing forward and kept pushing forward. Now about 3 hours of just walking around this hill, winding up the path, stopping every now and then to catch my breath, drink some water, take my time. I got to this steep incline that leads you to the peak. And that incline, I felt like, was the last year. It was a straight shot up really fast in a very short amount of time. But I could see the top and it was right there. I was so close, but I was tired and it was hot. And I kept reminding myself that I came this far. Like, I can't stop now, right? Just breathe, take your time, be patient with yourself. There's no rush. I don't have to hurry up and be home at a certain time. Just do this for yourself. And then once I get up that straight shot at the peak, it's really rocky and there's no clear path. You got to kind of find your own path up along these rocks. And I really feel like that's where I'm at right now. Like, some days I feel really good and some days I feel like shit and I want to give up. And to be honest with you, the last couple of weeks, I wanted to give up a half a dozen times. But I could see the top. I see my peak. But there's no clear path. And I keep having to stop and assess where I'm at, what seems like the safest path to go on. And I'm on the hike, I'm climbing over these boulders. Sometimes I had to veer to the right. Sometimes I had to veer to the left, climb a little higher, come back down. And that's kind of really what it's about, finding our way. And sometimes we have to go a little off track just to find our way back. And sometimes we have to go through things that might seem like it's taking more time, or it's not working out how we thought it was going to be. But we have to learn to be patient with ourselves and know that we're going to get there. And when I got to the top, there was people taking pictures of themselves, and I didn't really care to. To me, just making it up there was such an accomplishment. I didn't have to share it with anybody. I have a picture of the view, but I don't have a picture of myself up there because I know I made it by myself on a hot ass day, and that was good enough for me. And so it just makes me think that 8 years came and went so fast and I was just going with the flow, taking it one day at a time, And then that steep incline was this huge leap forward, and I'm scared, but excited at the same time because I could see the peak. I could see the top. And I have this exam coming up. And I know that once I pass it, it's going to increase my momentum so fast. And I'm scared. Because I never thought that I was going to be here. But it's exciting to see all my hard work starting to pay off. And I get anxious. And I want it to happen right now. Like, it's not happening fast enough. preparing for the exams, starting this channel, being here with my kids, and being able to support them through distance learning. And it's very, very overwhelming. But I've come this far, right? I can't come this far just to come this far. And I'm learning to be present. We have to be present in every moment. If we think about the past, we're depressed. We can't get over it. We think about the future, we have anxiety. We want it to happen. We need to know. And sometimes we just need to stand still. When I was climbing over the rocks and the boulders at the peak, I stopped a lot. I stopped a lot to catch my breath, drink some water, and figure out what my next step is going to be. Okay, so if I get over this side, then I could come around this side. And sometimes when I got up there, it looked totally different. So I had to then again readjust my strategy of how to get up and over these, rocks and get to the peak. So it's okay to slow down. And I'm learning that I can see my peak and I'm ready and I want to get there, but I still have a lot of work to do. And that's okay. As long as we know that we're doing our best every day and that you're getting up and you're doing the work and you're putting yourself out there and you're learning new things about yourself and learning new subjects in school and practicing these things and knowing that it's for the long run. We could take time to appreciate how far we've come and where we are now. And so be patient with yourself and believe that it's always going to work out. So have faith, believe in yourself, and be patient. We'll get there. All right. So thank you for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe, share. Let everybody know that they're not alone. And I will see you on the next video. Bye.